Hey, this is Dr. T from a place to consider.com. So I wanted to encourage your heart. Um, in this healing journey, I've been behind the scenes. Some know, God moved mountains and allowed me to survive two multiple surgeries. But God is so faithful. But I want to encourage you this heart. When I saw my gynecologist and we were doing a follow-up, checking up on some things, and I told her that I just still wasn't feeling right. I was just not feeling right myself. And I told her that, there's things that I need to do. I've got to push forward. And so she began to say this. She said, at this age, you got to embrace the change. You got to embrace, all that's happening. And she said, I know it's difficult, but welcome to the club. And, you might have these changes for a minute, but just accept it. But she said, why do you feel like you can't move forward unless you're 100%? I thought about that for a second. And, I just said, wow, she's right. She said, every day is going to be different in this period of your life. And she said, I understand how you're feeling. She said, but I want to encourage you with saying that tomorrow you might wake up and be 20%, but you're still 100%. She said the next day you might be 76%, but you're still 100%. And the following day you might be 5%, but you're still 100%. And she said, so don't worry about how you're feeling, but just know that you're 100%. And she said, as you go forward, now you can understand from a ministerial level, people from all walks of life at any stage, whether they're 5%, 10%, 15%, or 35 or 100%, you can understand each of their needs. And I thought about that, and my doctor, we spent like an hour and some change in her office, and she began to minister to me, lay hands on my stomach and say, begin to speak to this baby, speak to her and let her know that she's good and she's cared for. And she said a lot of times we don't do that as Black women. We feel like strength is overrated and we have to pretend and we've got to perform and we've got to do all these things. She said, but pain is real, and so I want you for the next few months, your medical assignment is to truly just be good to you. Be kind to your stomach and your body and nurse it. And she said, you got to talk to certain parts of your body and just begin to nurse it. She said, us as women, there's so many things that our body goes through that no one understands, but embrace the process. But I want to encourage somebody, because if you're anything like me, right, the old me, wants everything to be packaged the right way, look the right way, and that's just part of my upbringing, not just because of overcoming perfectionism, but truly that's my upbringing, that we represent and we represent well. And so that's how I was taught. It doesn't matter what I have in my pocket, I'm gonna look like money. It doesn't matter what I'm going through, I'm gonna make sure I'm not walking out the house with a scarf, so that's how I was raised. However, but I want to encourage somebody's heart to let you know that you don't have to be 100%, to know that you are 100%, and God is doing a great work inside of you. And so let him do the work, and just know that it doesn't have to be perfect and it doesn't have to be packaged. All God wants you to do is simply be present. So be encouraged. I love you. I believe in you, and embrace the change. Shalom.